Hey there, I'm Chris Willa Williams with the Go Getter team, and today's question is, what's the best way to measure if my rental property is the best choice as a real estate investor? That is a great question to ask, and one you definitely should surmise before you buy, or if you've bought before you've made these considerations, and it's possible that you're thinking about evaluating whether you should jump into another investment. There are two big sides to real estate investment that you should know. One is the growth side, and the other is the decline side. The growth side, when you're thinking about that, is really how much are you taking every month back from your tenants. The other side is how much are you getting in an appreciation. When you buy a property, that should always be a factor. One is cash flow, the amount of money you're going to take in every month, also growth factor. Right? You want to know if the rent's going to grow in the area. You also want to be aware of whether or not the property is going to appreciate, because that's what we call the backside profit. The backside profit, they tell you all the time, don't base your purchase on the backside profit. You really need to base it on cash flow. But increasingly, it becomes more and more important for that backside profit to be a part of the equation, especially as prices for properties go up and rental values may stick. You want to be aware of that. Now, the decline side, you also want to pay attention to what is the chance that the property value can decline or rental values can decline, right? Most people think that it's going to go up and up and up forever, but if you were a part of the recession or you were a witness to the recession, real estate values didn't go up and up and up forever. They actually declined for some period of time and then they went back up. So what you want to do is you usually want to try to find somewhere about 1% of whatever the price you pay for your property to be what you're taking back in rent. Right? So that means if you buy a property for $100,000, your rent is about $1,000 a month. That can be increasingly difficult to get depending on the areas you're looking in, and you may want to consider buying in another area where that's more achievable. If you can't get the 1%, you really want to get as close as possible. And why do they say 1%? If you're getting $12,000 a year, that's a 12% gross return on your money, but you're going to have expenses. You need to factor in the repair cost. You need to factor in the fact that when the tenant leaves, the property could be vacant and you could be carrying the property for a month or two while you find a new tenant. These are all the costs you want to take into account, so you want a little bit extra because you have to balance that over. These are just a few of the costs and expenses to take into account, and we've got plenty more. That's why you should visit us again so we can talk more in the future.